Hey guys, and today's video we are going to be doing a Q&A. We haven't done a Q&A video since 2015 together, which is actually quite crazy. It has been a long time coming. So we asked you guys if you could send in your weird, wacky questions, and we got in quite a few.
Thank you so much.
It means a lot.
That means so much. Just a quick reminder, in the new year we're going to be starting a new thing on this channel where basically if you leave a comment in our video, we will give you a shout out.
In the next video. Yeah. Okay, so the first question is, what celebrity would you rate as a perfect 10?
Ooh! I don't see them as perfect 10s though, that's the thing. Like, I'm just so like, everyone's not perfect, so why single one person out?
I also feel, well, yeah, exactly. No, we can't be like this. We have to literally choose one. This is, quick fire. That's it. We're referring to girls or men.
Alright, no, I know who I'm going to choose. I'm going to choose Kate Middleton. Because damn, every time I see that woman, damn. Like, damn.
Okay.
If I did a Wednesday crush thing like they used to do on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Every Wednesday.
There's so many people I would rate as a 10 because I think everyone is beautiful in their own way. But the person I'm going to go with is Blake Lively. Because she is like my favourite actress. Well, I think she's one of my favourite. I think she is my favourite actress. Yeah. So I'm going to go with Blake Lively just because she presents herself well.
So our second question is, would it be weird if an actual living human being started dating a Time Lord disguised as a snowman who'd been held in the Death Star for 12... I think she's mixing fandoms here. 12 years, but had been rescued by Batman and flown here by Superman in a TARDIS.
I need to... What? Would it be too weird if an actual human, so I've got human,
started a Time Lord
dating
in
a Time
disguise
Lord,
as a snowman,
held in the Death Star for 12 years, who'd been held in the Death Star for 12 years, so they're probably not there now,
but then was rescued by Batman
and flown here by Superman
in a TARDIS. So basically, would the Time Lord date a snowman who'd been through a lot? That was actually a Time Lord.
Maybe the snowman in the snowman is actually...
There's no snowman.
No, the snowman as in the snowman.
Is a Time Lord.
The snowman. Look.
Is a Time Lord.
Maybe this snowman...
That's why he disappears.
Stand up.
In a TARDIS.
Maybe this snowman is actually...
a Time Lord.
A Time Lord.
That's why he can fly. Don't worry, it just clicks back into place.
Next question is, which fictional character would be the most boring to meet in real life?
That's an interesting question. The most boring to meet in real life.
I immediately try and think of someone from Harry Potter.
I know, me too.
Who would be boring? I think I've got mine.
What's yours?
I think I'm going to go with Barty Crouch.
Which one?
Not Junior.
Senior.
Senior. I just think he would be boring for me. My second one would probably be Professor Quirrell. Professor Quirrell. I'd probably try and have a conversation, try and be funny, but I'd probably get not much reaction from them.
I'm gonna choose a battle droid.
Oh, okay.
Because I think all they do is Raja.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, no.
I need someone who's got banter. I'll just go with a robot. That's boring. What is the best and worst purchase you've ever made? Best purchase, hands down, if we're talking recently, would be my 13th Doctor outfit.
Yeah, she has the full 13th Doctor outfit.
I've never gone full out like that.
Including the earring that not many people will notice. Best purchase, my MacBook. Because I put all my sweat and blood into saving for that MacBook. And most of the other things that I have that I really, really love, other people have given to me as like a birthday or Christmas present.
See, that's my problem as well.
Yeah. I can't really think of...
I can't think of like a bad purchase.
Myself. Because I normally think into what I buy. No idea. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Who is the messiest person you know?
Do I really want to say this on camera? Katie Marakin.
Is that someone from your mission? Oh my god.
She's gonna hate me for saying that if she ever watches this video.
Katie, we now know that you're the messiest person Claire knows. I'm gonna say Claire. Just because it's not like there's not like mess that gets left out. It's more like when she's doing something that's artistic or whether she's reading or anything like that, she just leaves stuff in piles or there's loads of powder and it's not cleaned up.
I get it from my dad.
So yeah, this person here is the messiest person I know.
What is the worst commercial you've recently seen? Why is it so bad? I am a huge fan of the
Oh, I know what this is going to be.
John Lewis adverts.
Christmas
Yes.
adverts.
Like, usually they are really good. I personally am not a big fan of the new one. I mean, I like Elton John and everything, but like, it just doesn't feel Christmassy to me. It just feels like, yes, you can get a present that will change a person's life, and it's a nice way to look at like gifting. But you know, not everyone's going to be able to do that for people. Not everyone's going to have like the money to be able to do that. And I mean, I know John Lewis is a big organisation, but like, they felt Christmassy because they were about family and like gifting and like, oh, like you lost your penguin, here's a little toy penguin, you know, it's a nice good feel. Whereas I felt like this one just wasn't that for me.
It's gonna be Christmas because most of the adverts are Christmas like.
Yes.
I think this one is probably the meaning,
So
what it's for. No, the advert's fine.
oh
but
yeah,
what
I know
it's
which
for.
one's this one's for.
So my mum and me were watching a program and this advert came on and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is so cute. This is like the fake John Lewis advert that was released like a year ago with a fox and a squirrel. And instead this one was a polar bear and a
squirrel.
mouse, a squirrel. I have no idea. A polar bear, and they're on ice and they're chasing each other, and you know, then one of them gets trapped. Yeah, or something, and they save each other, and it just reminded me of the fake John Lewis advert, and I thought this is perfect. Someone's just, you know, recreated it with 2 different animals. And then you find out what the advert's for, and it's for dancing on ice next year. And I just thought, okay, I get it, but I hate it. Like, why would you do that? Why can't you be the John Lewis advert we all actually wanted?
Yeah, and just have Elton John do the...
Yeah. Question is from Scarlett, and that is, what is your favourite mug? I'm dying to know. So Claire, what is your favourite mug?
My favourite mug is this one.
Little chip.
Is this the Disney one?
No,
Or is this the Primark one?
Primark Disney one.
So this is the Primark Disney chip cup. I didn't really like the Disney one that they brought out. I thought it was way too big.
It was like a mug size. This is like a little mug size.
And like chip, I always said like if they ever did like
we both said this when we were younger.
If they ever did like the merchandising for like the little cutlery that they use in the Beauty and the Beast cartoons, that we would get it. And of course like they do, but like it's super expensive and like no one can afford that. But when Beauty and the Beast film came out, Katie purchased one of these for me. And so it's really cute. Your favourite mug, obviously.
My favourite mug. Still to this day, this is the only mug that I would be so upset if it got broken or lost or anything, which is, it's my all-time favourite mug, and it is this Flounder mug. They've only ever done...
I bought this for her.
What? Yeah, you bought it for me for Christmas, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I think I walked into the Disney store one day with my dad whilst we were Christmas shopping, and I saw it. There was one left. And I was like, I really want this mug. Like, it's Flounder, and not only that, it has one of the quotes from the movies, and I only buy merchandise that has a quote from the movie. It only comes out on special occasions when I'm reading a book or something. But yeah, it says, I'm not a guppy, with a little flounder above it, and that's exactly what he says in the film. And Flounder's like my favourite Disney character, and just the fact that it's his head on a mug. I just love it, and I've never seen a Flounder mug since that has like caught my eye. It's the only one I own. I don't even own a Little Mermaid mug because I don't really like many of theirs, because they always put different quotes on that are not in the movie. So
if you could know the absolute and total truth of one question, oh my goodness, what question would you ask?
This is like that Harry Potter quiz.
My aspiration is to know the answer to everything. Like I want to know everything. So I don't know how. So I guess the question would be, how do I obtain the knowledge to know everything? I think that's the best way I can word it. Yeah, because I'd love to know everything. I'd love. This is why I love programs like. I just question everything. I'm one of those type of people who just questions everything and has to know everything, and why this works, and why that works, and all this. So yeah.
On Earth, we're born, we die. But in my opinion, in the previous life or the future life, we exist eternally.
Right.
Now my question would be, or I would love to gain the knowledge of what time is like, you know, how, because we are used to a beginning and an end.
Measure, yeah.
Because there is a measure of time, beginning and end. What is it like in the previous? What is it like to live without time?
Eternity, yeah.
Something like
What
that.
is eternity?
Yeah. What is eternity?
Did it start? Does it have an end? Like, what is it?
It's a very deep question. What's the most interesting thing you've read or seen this week?
What is the most interesting thing you've read or seen this week?
So something I found interesting, which I guess I've always been aware of, but I think what has kind of like enlightened me this past week would probably say how parents, or you know, just anyone in general, could treat a person younger than them, whether it be their child, whether it be someone they know, in a bad way. How you can just deny things, or how you could just, you know, say that someone's not allowed something just because of their age or their... I mean, there are things that parents do where it's like, to protect their child, it's like, you can't have sweets because we don't want you to get rotten teeth. Things like that, that's simple. But I think what's enlightened me is just the way people can treat younger siblings or younger children or younger people in general just because they're older and just because they think they know more. Because I feel that sometimes in this day and age, especially this modern era and in society in general, I think this sounds really cliche, but I feel like I'm an adult, so I feel like I'm well enough to say this, but I feel like some teenagers and some youth know better than what I did when I was that age, and I feel that they should have an opinion on things and should be allowed to do things. So yeah, I think that way your child or your sibling or your friend or whatever, in general, they can become more trustworthy, more open to you, and more truthful.
Yeah, I think that's true. That's a nice thought.
So, did you find your article you were looking for?
No, but I remembered just roughly what it's about.
Okay.
So it was describing the difference between someone who focuses on the end goal and someone who focuses on the now, and like the two different learnings. So it was saying that a lot of people, they learn something, it goes into their head,
Right.
they memorize it for like a test, and then it goes out their head again. And what this person was basically saying is you can improve your memory is if you take every opportunity that you have as a learning opportunity.
Okay.
So like it was just saying, like, if you want to keep the knowledge that you have, the best way of doing it is to learn something new every single day. It's really, I haven't finished the article yet, but it was a really good article. If you could only listen to 2 Paramore songs, what would they be?
Who's that from?
That's from Courtney.
Typical. Typical. Oh, this is so hard because of their new album. Like, if it was just their previous albums, I think it would be a little bit easier. But now we've got this new album, it's kind of like...
I think mine would be Ain't It Fun?
Ain't it fun? Ain't it fun?
Because I feel like I can listen to that on repeat and it doesn't get old.
Nice.
And
it's got like different textures to it.
yeah.
Got the choir.
And what's it called? I feel like it's off the new album.
What's your second one?
Hard Times.
And your first one's
Ain't It Fun?
So my first one would have to be That's What You Get.
That's
just because
What You
every
Get.
time I listen to it, it's just like, I can remember the first time I heard this album, and that just, when it came out, when the album came out, I was just like, yes, this is everything. This is everything! Because I wasn't there for when the first album launched.
Right.
So the Right album was like my launching era. Anyway.
Next one is
I'm gonna go with
something off
the new off the new album, just because this album again touches me like Riot does, and it's gonna be, do you know which one?
I've already been whispering it in the camera.
Paul.
Yeah. I was gonna say Rose Colored Boy, but I was like, no.
I do love Rose Colored Boy. It makes me so happy, but I like Paul.
Damn straight gonna be Paul.
Paul. So
Story of her
those
life.
2 songs
Summarizes her life.
Thank you very much, Courtney. Hope that answers your question. What would be on the gag reel of your life?
So there is a particular video
I hope she's got a particular video.
that was done when I was about 9 years old.
Oh wait, yeah, I know this one.
We're in a family home evening.
We're in my living room.
It was in family home evening.
You can just say living room.
We were gathered as a family and we were singing a hymn, and Christopher had his phone out and he started recording me, and I was like, I'm really, 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 really hyper, and I have a contagious laugh, so people start laughing when I laugh. It's the effect that I have on people. And basically Christopher caught this weird laugh, and I think it's going to be my wedding video, this weird laugh that I can never replicate ever again.
She's tried.
And I've tried.
Failed
and
miserably.
But yes, that will be in my gag reel.
Are you going to describe how you laughed?
No.
It was more like...
It was like...
I think probably...
Oh, I know which one. If you're not going to mention it, go on. Go on.
I was going to say, it's just probably all the pranks that I've done on people as a kid. I know I was a little prankster. If there was ever a camera nearby and they sent this in to You Been Framed, I probably would have got something for it because it caused me to go to the hospital. It was that painful. So I was on a school trip, probably like 9 or 10, around that age. We went to this science museum called Snibston. There was this glass case with a skeleton on a bike. And then there was 2 bikes either side of this glass case. One that was like little, so little kids could ride it. And then one was much bigger, so like adults or teenagers could go on it. But of course, the big bike was the only bike that you could control the legs of the skeleton in this glass case. So when you were pedaling, the skeleton's legs would be pedaling as well. And so there was a queue to get on the big bike. And so I thought, even though I was way too small to go on this big bike, I thought, yeah, I want to do it. So, you know, I got to the front, got on the bike, start pedaling, and the kid behind me says, come on, you've had enough now, get off. I was literally just got on the bike, and the teacher said, let her pedal a bit more. Anyway, as I got off, now there's a crossbar just under the seat, and as I was getting off, I put my left leg on the floor first, which I should not have done. I should have brought my right leg over. But because I was so small, when I tried to put my left leg on the floor, I stumbled off the seat, and you can imagine my in between of my legs just went slam down on the crossbar, and I was in pain for the rest of the day. No one knew. Like, I kept it to myself. I was just like,
I don't think it would work.
You can get on the bike now. I sat down on the sofa that was nearby and just like, I said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna sit here. And anyway, when I got home, I found out that I'd caused an accident, and I wet myself. No,
Mummy, I caused an accident.
No, I was like, Mum, I think I'm gonna have to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was very, very painful. Probably even worse if I was a boy.
So I don't even think that would be funny on You've Been Framed, because it would just be you.
Well, no, if it was You Been Framed,
you wouldn't even know anything had happened.
True. I mean,
knowing you,
because it was a school trip, I kept it to myself. But if it was a family trip, I would have been like, oh!
What 3 items would you take on a desert island with you? It can be anything.
It can be anything. Okay, so one would be a signal box / phone box wire. You know,
right?
I'd make it work. And 2 would be my phone, because then I could use it.
Right.
And ask to get off the island. And 3 would be a tape player / recorder, because you can have those in.
The thing is though, what if your phone runs out of battery?
3 would be my portable charger.
See, this is what I was going to say. I was going to say a solo charger, so it's solar powered.
That's good. Okay, solo charger, not portable charger.
Hey, you can't steal my idea. You already said your thing.
No, that makes sense, because you can't charge the portable charger, so it needs to be a solo part charger.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably do the same, but I want to say something different.
Yeah, go
so
for
that
it.
It changes it up a bit. Mine would be sunscreen, because it's going to be hot.
Very important.
Hunting kit, so that I can hunt.
See, if we're on the same deserted island, this would actually be really good.
So that I can hunt and like get food and stuff.
Okay, third.
Like coconuts. I don't know what. It depends what's on there.
It's true. It depends what island it is.
Then I'll just have my knife and I'll just chop us some vegetables. Because I would probably still stay vegan. Because if there's animals that are herbivores living on the island, then I can live as a herbivore on the island.
Right.
That's one of the worst questions.
And what's your third thing?
Third thing would be chlorine to purify water so that I could drink it. Can you
a little
2 drops of chlorine
2 drops and you'd clean it.
Clean
Okay, no, that's clever thinking. So you'd have,
or you just leave it in the sun.
right.
You leave it. You get muddy water, leave it in the sun, and then all the mud eventually goes to the bottom.
So technically, you don't need chlorine.
No. So I need a water bottle.
Some
need
container
a water bowl to contain my water, so I'm not going crazy.
You can take that bee bar thing.
Yes, my bee bar boom thing.
The
My
glass
water
one. A water bottle.
So our next question is from Kieran Casey, and it's, what question should I ask?
Any at all. I mean, Kieran, really. Our next question is from Julius, and it is, if you could get 1 ticket for anything for free, what would you choose and why? And if it is a plane ticket, then where would you go?
I know what yours would be.
What?
I think so, anyway. I think you would get it for free to go on the Parahoy.
See, Scarlett and me have spoken about this so many times, and we don't think we would. I mean, if it was for free.
For free, yeah.
Then yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you would go on Parahoy.
I wouldn't go alone. That's another thing.
Oh yeah, 1 ticket.
1 ticket. That's my problem. I wouldn't go alone. Right, no, it's going to be a plane ticket, and it's going to go to somewhere, because that somewhere can get me to the next thing I want to go to. Right?
Right.
So it's America, specifically Florida.
To Arthur.
No. To America, to Florida. Shut up! To America, to Florida, and then I could go to Disneyland / it is Florida, right? Yeah. And Universals and, you know, Harry Potter World and all this. All that jazz. That's where I'd go. Right, now you can talk.
I don't think...
Ooh. If it was somewhere in the UK and this person was in the UK, then it'd be a ticket to go have a meet and greet with Paramore. Then I can die happy.
It's too hard. Too hard. I can't pick,
one.
Don't make me think.
What's your 3 then? Just tell me.
Barbados, Grenada, and St. Lucia.
Say the islands. That's one answer.
Islands of the sea.
Because then you
you could get a cruise. Right, a cruise. I forgot they do island cruises. I'd go on a Caribbean cruise, but the Caribbean cruise could only consist of St. Lucia, Grenada, and Barbados.
There you go.
And possibly St. Vincent, just so I can go to the Pirates of the Caribbean island. Right. Well, guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I mean, why haven't you? And don't forget to press that little bell, ding ding ding, so that you can get our videos like that. And comment below, because you might get a shout out next year.
Wow. Yeah.
We'll see you next video.
Bye!
Ooh. I'm still here.
We both get here.
Oh no, no, because for the reaction, why are we filming? In the new year, we're going to be doing, in one of our videos, a shout out.
Not one of our videos. Every video. So basically, every video, we'll take a comment from the last
time I'm hearing about it. Well, actually, the first time I heard about it was in the last video. I'm going to choose a droid from Star Wars.
Oh.
The battle droids. I feel like they'd be so boring to me.
Go. And it's the if. Ow.
How do I obtain the knowledge to know?
Obtain. Say it again.
How do I obtain? Don't worry, this question's going to be butchered anyway.
I know, to say obtain.
I'm going to try and word it in a way. So, like, how do I obtain the...
Obtain.
I'm saying obtain.
Yeah, it just looks like...
Sorry that my English is not as good as yours.
It just looks like you're saying tame.
How do I obtain... Riot in stores now. Paramore.
Okay, so is it me?
Is it me you're looking for?
No.
I can see it in your eyes.
It's not you.